Okay, week 5. How about 4A? We'll start right there. It's where we left off, and it's where we always start. So Iowa City High, big time over Dubuque Hempstead last night, 28-7. Looks like, barring any run, a miracle run by Cedar Falls, Washington, or Bettendorf, and I'm not sure what's going on with this Clinton team, but it looks like City High, Derby, and the boys are probably the team to beat over there tonight in the CIML. Ankeny over here taking on Dowling up at Dowling. And Dowling obviously has the edge here with the home field advantage. The Hudson kid, they're more experienced on defense. The Hudson kid playing well at quarterback's got all the weapons. How will Ankeny match up? They did a good job defensively last week, stepping up against Ottumwa. They'll have to match that this week. And then the other side of the ball, I mean, Ankeny does a great job. They always do with that wing tee. It's hard to prepare for. It's not flashy, but you know Tyler Leo, Lanning, and Getz, all those kids are going to do a great job. So it should be a good football game. We'll get a good measure. Tonight, we will try to post some highlights for you on the website of that football game. We'll be at it. Hopefully those will be up by midnight. Also in the CIML, Waukee has got to be one of the top 4 teams to win last night, as we mentioned, over Sioux City East. Johnston-Urbandale game, interesting tonight. Urbandale still unbeaten. Marshalltown, Mason City, contenders, pretenders. We'll see. Marshalltown goes up there and lays the wood, then we might have to start thinking Marshalltown is a top 10 team. Haven't given them that love all the way, but we'll see. East Lincoln, always a good one to watch. To new in 2A, a lot of good 3A games, but we're going to skip through them. 2A tonight, Union, North Fayette is at Sumner Fredericksburg. That should be a good one. And State Center, Coach Winkler and the boys coming down to CMB. We were able to do CMB last week against PCM. Pretty fun team to watch. CMB maybe didn't air it out as much as they do last year, but I think they have that ability to do that if they want to. So Parker Murphy's a heck of a player at quarterback and tough. So CMB's impressive. Rob Luther's got him a pretty good football team. It'll be interesting to see if they can get a chance to make it to the Dome this year. A good game tonight also up in Fort Dodge. Emmitsburg coming down to play St. Ed's. It'll be interesting to see how the E-Hawks fare. I mean, St. Ed's is a very talented football team. I think they're being underrated by a lot of schools around the state. So we'll wrap some of that up tonight when we come back after doing some of our Week 5 stuff. Iowa, Penn State this week. Iowa State hosting Army. The one thing about the Iowa State-Penn State game is Ferentz has had some success in this football game. The keys will be what Iowa does defensively if they just keep them in the football game and don't turn the ball over. And that's usually what it comes down on. I don't think Penn State's so explosive that they are against certain teams, but I think against this Iowa defense, I don't think they're so explosive that they'll blow the game out unless, of course, there's excessive turnovers. But, you know, Iowa has advantage. I think in the first half, as long as they run the football and punt, they might have the best punter in the Big Ten, maybe in the country. So just take care of the football. I think another interesting game is Iowa State hosting Army. You know, a lot of people think that Army's difficult to prepare for and all that, but if you've got athleticism and better athletes, it should be fine. And I think this is a kind of game that Coach Rhodes really looks forward to, and it should be kind of neat to have Army rolling into Jack Trice on Saturday night. I think Iowa State wins this game big. I think that Coach Rhodes has shown with what he did last week, they're not going to ease up on teams that they're better than, and they're going to win those football games when they're a superior football team. So good luck to the Clones. A couple other notes, of course, baseball's winding down, and how about those Minnesota Twins? And keep your eye on the Twins. They're hanging in there. And the Braves also. And I'd like to see the Braves get in, but mostly the Twins, because that last year in the Metrodome, just maybe one more time to check out the Metrodome and get that baby rocking just a little bit one more time. And the Yankees would have to go into there the first round, and they might be able to knock them off. So just like to see the Metrodome go out one last time in a playoff scenario. So that's going to do it. And don't forget, we'll have those Dowling Ankeny highlights. We'll try to post those on the web for you tonight by midnight. Have a good one. Have a good Week 5.